What's good? What's good, everybody? The Rebuttal Entertainment in full effect. Look who I got with me here in the car, man. That's right. You never know where we gonna come from. What's up, Lou?
What's up, man? What's up? Thanks for having me today. I'm not in my living room like I normally am, but I'm on the road. But guess what? Nothing comes first, baby. Rebuttal Entertainment. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Nothing come first, right?
Nothing comes first, baby. I'm at a cookout. I just left the joint. I said, guess what? I gotta go online. I'll let y'all later. So let's get it.
All right, let's get it then.
You know I got it. If you give it to me, I'll give it to you. And I know what you want. You know I got it, baby. If you give it to
I'm waiting for that Busta Rhymes joint to kick in.
give it to me,
You know I need that
I'll
Busta
give it to
Rhymes, dog.
you. And I know what you want. You know I got it.
Yeah, we ready. Uh-oh. Who there? Oh, Lou. Look who
I'm
we
back.
got.
Oh, my main man, Mo. What it do, baby?
What's going on, man?
Man,
I'm
one
running late.
love to you, champ. One love.
Man, I appreciate it. I was running late, brother.
But guess what? You here, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, I was out running around with these trucks, man.
Man, it's always a blessing to have my man Mo on the show. You know
Man,
what I
I
mean?
appreciate
what?
it, brother.
What?
Man, I was talking about
I gotta
hey,
put
Lou.
my hat back on.
Hey, look. Oh, yeah, because that's why I got these on. Woo, boy. Hey, Lou, I was talking about you last night.
What happened?
Me and Irvin was together last night. I'm talking about you last night.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about?
Going to the fight.
Yes.
Pacquiao, Spence.
Oh, that mean I had to go back to back to back, man.
Man, you got it, man. You got it.
I'm talking about it, man.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to Tank. I'm going to Wilders. I might well, huh?
Yeah, we're Wilder
Right,
fighting
man,
at.
bro, make
He's fighting Fury
I know where. No, where?
in
in,
Vegas.
in Vegas.
In Vegas? Oh my lord.
You know that.
I got a new member. Look, come here.
Oh, what's up, baby boy?
What's up, champ?
What's up?
champ? Yeah, hey, look, I had my son the weekend too, man. I know the feeling, dog, for real.
Where's she at?
Go with your Yeah,
So,
man.
hey, Mo. So guess
Yes,
what,
sir.
right? You
Yeah.
know your man, look, right, Mr. Rebuttal Entertainment. He's Ramirez, right? So I kept trying to wing him. I kept trying to wing him down on the slide and tell him that that boy John Taylor was about to be the undisputed champion, but he didn't want to hear that from me. You know what I'm saying? But something like you say, some folks learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, Lord, tell me, Lord, I'm just, what made you think that Ramirez was gonna beat John Taylor? I'm just curious to know, man. I'm just curious.
I thought he was gonna pound his body, man. I thought he was gonna pound his body, but he didn't. You know, hey, kudos to him. Kudos to Taylor.
Yeah, he won the belt last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it earlier. I was looking at it. Man, I saw it earlier, man. Hey Lou, I know this is off topic, but I'm so glad Wilder gets a chance to redeem himself against Fury.
Oh, they ain't on off topic. We gonna talk about that too.
I'm so
Hey,
happy.
Mo, preach, man.
Hold on.
Hey, Mo, if you go back to our
Yes, sir.
last, was it Wednesday or was it Thursday I talked about, I was so elated, man. When Lewis called me, I felt like I had just passed the final exam going to graduate from high school, man. You know what I'm saying? I was so happy, man, because I just feel like the trilogy is needed. Why start something with somebody when you ain't finished what you finished? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think the second fight. I think something was up with that fight. I'm not saying the glove was loaded, but I think something was up with that fight.
No, Lewis pointed out, man, because Lewis, you brought it to my attention, and I took it and I blew it out. Something looked wrong with them gloves, Lewis. So you was right, man. Something was wrong with them gloves.
There's no way. That has never happened to Wilder before in a fight. He never looked like that in a fight, and he been hurt. Luis Ortega hit him. Ortiz hit him. And Ortiz hit way harder than Fury, and he didn't have nowhere near.
Harder. And he took it and kept moving.
Something was wrong.
Like I tell people all the time, that's just like Mo. Me and you fight tomorrow, right? And you feel nothing. We come back 6 months, you feel what the fuck? Lou done start lifting weights or something?
Yeah.
That shit don't happen.
No.
It don't happen.
No,
So
it
something,
don't.
something had to happen, man.
Something was wrong.
But you know what? I think. No, go ahead, Mo. Go ahead. You got to go. Go ahead, Mo.
No, go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
No, I just feel like, you know, me and Lewis, we talk a lot, and one of the main things that he kept driving home was the first fight, his face wasn't messed up like that. But the second fight, he had lumps on the side of his head. So for me, when he told me that, I started doing my research and, you know, Googling and YouTubing. And this one guy posted a video where he circled the glove. Gloves don't look like that. Gloves don't look like that.
The gloves been
changing the vision of the glove.
Absolutely.
So, with all that being said, even if you say, well, there's a chance that it's 50% true, let's make this fight and let's keep an eye on all of the stuff that's being alleged, and let's make the fight happen. And whoever wins, that's who the best is. That's what I'm on board with.
Yeah. I'm with it, man, but it gonna be pretty good, man. Cause I watched it again, man. I'm looking at Wilder Love and looking at his glove. I say, man, look at that shit, man. Look at it. Mo, you froze?
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to get it back.
Yeah, I was like, man, look at this bullshit, man. This some bullshit. But you know, Tyson Fury still talking that shit. They let him curse him. Yeah. But Mo, I know something did to your heart that you want to talk to, man. Talk about. Go ahead. You know what I'm talking about. Your man, Kwame Brown. Go ahead and talk about.
I'm not mad at what Kwame's doing. You keep messing with the man. He haven't never said nothing all these years, and he had enough. So what he supposed to do? Sit there and keep taking it like a sucker? I ain't mad at that man.
Me either.
I ain't mad at him. And for real, he ain't really said nothing wrong. I mean, if you got a problem with that man, he said everybody who got a problem, pull up. He said, if you got a problem, pull up.
Yeah.
So that's what he asking for. They want the smoke, and he want to give it. He want to give it. They go for Charlemagne, DJ Envy, and I love Charlemagne and DJ Envy. But he told him, if you want smoke, you can pull up too. Because Kwame still got bread. He made over 100 million in this. He made over 100 million. So you ain't gonna just send no goons to get him either. You even just sending goons to get him, but they say his family is like that. They said his family don't play no games.
Dude, Kwame live in South Carolina. It's legal to kill a motherfucker. Kwame, you see them guns you got, man? Kwame ain't playing with none of them dudes, man. They ain't gonna go fucking with Kwame.
No. And they not, because Charlemagne already said it. Leave this man alone. His family is crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, that little comment you made him go off on your ass. Tell people business, you know what I mean? But if you're gonna tell it right, you know what I mean, Lou?
Yeah, because he didn't say nothing bad about the man. He just wasn't playing. Kwame had enough, man. He been the butt of everybody's jokes for 20 years. Everybody laughed at that man for 20 years. And right now, he said enough is enough. I had enough. Yeah. He said he had enough, man. So I'm not mad at that man. I'm glad he did it. True that. And to be honest with you, I think the man can play basketball. I just think he was in over his head. He from a small town. He had never seen that. He'd never been there. Look at DC, man, compared to South Carolina. Yeah. Look at LA player. He was overwhelmed, man, and didn't know what to do with that stardom. That's all. I think the man can play ball. Mm-hmm. I don't think being able to play basketball was the problem. I think being out of his element was the problem. You ask a lot for an 18-year-old kid, man.
Yeah. And then the thing about it, from the story that I read, not to cut you off, Mo, but the story that I read over the last couple of weeks was that Michael Jordan had Charles Oakley, all of the old school guys would come and beat him up and talk shit to him and stuff. But at the end of the day, this guy, man, he was 17, 18. Everybody ain't like Kobe coming out of college. You know how? No. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta treat them according to their personality. Just because he didn't respond to it in a way doesn't mean that he's soft. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely not soft, You see, he's not soft.
I got him against both the dudes.
Right? What you say, Lord?
Down, my man. That nigga lifting tractor trailers down there, man. He out there, motherfucking mind. Well, I'm gonna kill them niggas, man.
Hey, yeah, he's not playing around, bro. He said he had enough, and the niggas he spoke good on LeVar Ball. What he said about LeVar Ball, yeah. I applauded that, man. I applaud that.
Not just LeVar Ball. What's the name? Steph Curry and them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
he did.
I had to be politically correct here, Lou. So I gotta watch what I say.
No, you don't. Don't.
What he's saying about our culture and how some of these guys are kissing ass towards the other side. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I have to be careful because of my business. You know what I mean? So I got to be careful how I state it. But
I'll say it for you. Don't worry about it. You go ahead. I got you. That's my nigga. We grew up together. That's my nigga. I got his back. Go ahead.
I applaud what he did. I applaud what he did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I applaud what he said because these guys are running around here kissing a bunch of ass to get kudos and brownie points. And where's it going to get you? Yep. They're going to forget about you when it come down to it. They're going to forget about you. You're going to be out like yesterday's garbage. So what he's saying is right, and I applaud it. And in the owners of the team, Jenny Buss, to be exact, she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She was staring the pot because you got to get. She want that pressure to get off because the Lakers about to get thrown out of this damn playoff. So she got.
Don't say that too loud, Mo. Lou on the line.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, they suspect. Your boy AD is he not too far from Kwame himself.
Oh my God, that's an insult. Lord
hey, AD is not what he say he is. He not. I like him as a player, but he is not what we think he is. He's a better Jahlil Okafor.
I'm gonna let him finish.
We're gonna talk about the Lakers later, man, because Luke gonna cry in a minute, man.
That's all right. Hey, my team lost.
Mine too, the Wizards.
I love the Wizards. Yeah, they lost, but I think we not too far. I think we about on the same level playing field. I think we just as good as y'all.
Yeah. So let's go back on that Kwame stuff. You damn right. Stephen A. Charlemagne, even though Charlemagne just signed the deal and all the dudes got them podcasts and all them got bosses. Yeah. White man, they kissing their ass. You know what I mean? Stephen A. kissed ass like it ain't nothing, man. Like Kwame said, can't play a liquor sport. Got his own coach fired. I don't care. They never come on, man. Fuck, I care. You know what I mean? I ain't got to be politically correct. Come on, man. We all black men. It's time to stand up for each other. Stop tearing each other down, man. I don't care what platform. I don't care what platform you on or none of that shit, man. We got to stick together, man. You know what I mean?
I agree.
And the day he killed Skip Bayless, told him look like a vampire. Told him look like a zombie. You know what I mean? He went in on Skip Bayless today. You know what I mean? Man, enough is enough, man. Look, all this shit going on in America, you got to deal with this bullshit too.
And it's look, I mean, like Shannon Sharp then stayed away from it. Which Shannon is my guy. I love Shannon. And I don't know what Skip Bayless said about him, but Skip don't want those problems either.
No, Skip like it though. Skip say
Skip love it because it bring rates to the show. Skip love it. Skip love it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, like you said, Mo, from the beginning, man, if you think about it, he had to respond because he's been the butt of every joke over the last 15 years. Oh, you a Kwame Brown. That means you're a choker, you bust. That means you was expected to do this, but you did this.
Absolutely.
So for a long time, I didn't even know what his voice sounded like.
Yeah,
so
you never hear him talk.
Right. Like Lewis was like, man, we don't even know what that nigga sound like. I didn't know what he sounded like. So it's like, if you think about it, it was about damn time. I think a lot of people are rooting for him because they were waiting for him to respond. You can only pick on somebody for so long, man.
Yeah, I'm so glad he responded. I mean, because like literally, I didn't realize he played 13 years in the league. That's a daggone good career.
That's a good career, man. People don't understand. You gotta make that team. It's no giving. When you get drafted in the first round, first pick in the first round, they'll give you a year or two to say, okay, he has the potential, so we're gonna work with him. But after that second year, dude, you gotta prove yourself.
I agree.
So he's always started for pretty much 70% of his career.
Mm-hmm. Kwame was talking about today about people talking about his points and his average. He said, look, when they put him in, 5 minutes left in the game, yeah, he got to do what he got to do. He launching every motherfucking thing, and people crying and say he's a bust and all this. How can a bust last all these years in the league? You know what I mean?
Look, maybe he wasn't what we thought he was going to be, but I would trade my bank account for his any day.
Uh-huh.
So,
That's Whitney.
Wait a minute, Whitney. I got you muted. Wait a minute. But we talking about, she said she want to get on talking about sports too. So, hey, if you can talk about sports, let's talk about it. If not, Lou told me I got to kick you off.
Oh. What?
No, this is, we have a sports talk.
Look here. Can y'all hear me?
uh-huh.
So let me tell you something. My father was a sports junkie. He was a football coach, basketball coach. He was my t-ball coach.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the football team for University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. And
Mm-hmm.
he's on the all-century team. So I have no excuse. I have to know about something about sports.
I know. I hear that.
I can feel you. I feel you.
So what you think about Kwame Brown? You been following it?
I haven't heard his name in a long time. And, he's a little scrub.
Oh, there we go. She called him a scam. That's the problem. That's the problem right there.
You are part of the problem, boo-boo.
I love my black man, but as a basketball player, I'm talking about as a basketball player, man, not as a person.
Why you call him a scrub?
Because he was a scrub. What do you mean?
How?
Okay, was he on the team when? Hold on, I'm trying to remember. It's a long time ago. Okay, so 20 years ago, right? Was that when?
It's
That's
close.
after Chris Webber left, right?
Yeah, she's right.
Yeah.
It's close to 20 years. It's getting close.
20 years ago.
So that means Chris Webber was gone. Who was there?
Michael Jordan.
Oh, Lord.
And Gilbert Arenas.
Right.
How old was you?
20 years ago?
Yeah.
14.
Oh, well, you don't even remember that.
Stop it. Yes, I do. We used to go to the Wizards game all the time. What are you talking about? Stop that. Stop it. Stop right now. Stop it. So listen, I remember my earliest sports memory, though, seriously, guys, was when my best sports memory was when I went to the Garden. Knicks, Spurs, 2000 playoffs game. The Knicks won, and I was so happy. I was like in heaven because Patrick Ewing
retired in what, 2001?
Yeah. No, he didn't. He retired in like 2004, 5.
It wasn't.
Like
He went to Orlando. I know he played for Orlando for a while.
Yeah, but he was getting to be scrubbish too. But like,
she ain't got no problem using that word.
No, but in 2000, he was kind of still the man a little bit. Like he still has his little sky hook or whatever he was doing, whatever his little thing was. But it was him. Who else was on that team? What's his name? Sprewell was on there. Who else was that?
Yeah, Sprewell was on the Knicks.
Yeah,
so
man.
He would have been there with Allen Houston.
Yeah,
right?
Oh my God, you take me back. Yes, like those are the days, man.
So what are we getting at, Whitney? What are you getting at? Yeah.
So the point is, just because I'm a woman doesn't mean I have a sweat.
No.
Number two. No, hold on. Number two. I used to play basketball, so of course I had to know something about something.
Well, so are you sticking to the fact that you're saying that Kwame Brown sucked? Are you saying that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you? So you're still? Oh wow, she shook her head.
As a player, not as a person.
So that is the problem that he's having right now. People saying that he sucked. People saying that he was a bust, that he was garbage. And he has a point. Listen, he was an 18-year-old kid who was still growing into his body. Everybody's not meant for the limelight. He came from a small town. What do you say? Monk's Corner, South Carolina.
Oh wow, yeah. I know where that
Have
is.
you ever heard of that?
Yes.
It's near. I think it's near Charleston.
Yeah.
I think it's near Charleston.
Yep.
So a small town guy coming to the big DC. Imagine what it's like. All the women, all the money, all the fame. In 2000, the 930 Club, Republic Gardens, all them was still open platinum. All them was still jumping. The early 2000s, Ibiza, all them, H2O, all that was jumping.
Wasn't he always in something though? Wasn't he always into something? Him and who else?
Nah, he didn't get in no trouble. You ain't never hear about him. But just imagine all the women, all the money, all the fame, being in the big city, and then you leave here and go to LA, which is even worse. Yeah. So imagine what he's seen. He couldn't develop. When you get Kevin Garnett, it didn't bother Kevin Garnett to come. T-Mac, it didn't bother them. T-Mac's cousin was Vince Carter, so it didn't bother him. Kobe Bryant, his dad played in the league. I mean, and he had played overseas. He was overseas. He had traveled the world 2 or 3 times. So some players, it didn't bother them to come straight to the NBA from high school. But some players, it did. Look at Eddie Curry. Was it Eddie Curry that came? He was a bump. He was worse than Kwame Brown.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He was. But see, Kwame gets that because he was the first pick. Kwame gets, you gotta understand, Mo, and I know you understand. He was the first pick. When you're that first pick, that means, you know,
pressure.
That first pick it's a curse, man. It's a curse. Because Eddie Curry wasn't as good as Kwame Brown, but Kwame Brown was the #1 pick.
What pick was Eddie Curry?
Hey, 1 or 2, wasn't it? 2,
like 3 or 4, but it's different though, man. It's different when you that one.
Wait a minute.
That one, man.
Okay. I was gonna add to that. You were just talking about picks. Are y'all gonna watch that documentary of the 1996 NBA draft?
Yeah.
Not me.
Was it already out?
Not me. So, Whitney, imagine you come in 18, your boss is Michael Jordan. He's on the court with you. Come on now. I mean, get a man a break. Then you got Stackhouse always telling you you're not getting the ball.
Yeah, Larry Hughes.
So, you know, I'm not going to judge Kwame because I'm trying to think. When he came in, I never called him a bum. I'm like, damn, he's young. You know what I mean? I ain't really paying no mind.
He was just outnumbered. That was like the thing.
No, but you got to look at it.
Huh?
I sent him a link. I want to let y'all know. I asked him, I begged him to come on. And I swear I hope he come on.
Yeah.
If he come on, Mo, Mo, you got to be with us, Mo.
Oh, I'm going to be.
Because, hey, Lewis, you got to think about it, man. Like, all of us, we know basketball. So we know how to look behind the scenes. The uninitiated don't know how to look at that. You got to look at the position that he was put in. It wasn't like they said, we're going to bring you in and you're going to be our man. First of all, they wanted to make a trade with Chicago to get Elton Brand. A lot of people don't know that. So if you're listening and you don't know that, tuck that into your notepad because the trade was supposed to go down, but Abe Poland,
I remember that.
He vetoed it.
Yeah.
He vetoed it. You know what I'm saying? Because Kwame was
said the same thing, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And that was one of the reasons why Michael Jordan got kicked out of Washington. People don't know that, though. Like I said,
Eddie Curry,
uninitiated.
Eddie Curry was drafted 4th in the same draft as Kwame Brown.
Wow.
2001.
And I can beat Eddie Curry.
Yeah.
Hey, Lewis, what you gonna hit him with, Lewis?
I'm hitting with that tall boxing move, baby.
That's it. He's 300 pounds of fluff. 300 pounds of fluff.
So, Whitney said, you say you used to play basketball. I'm going to have to stick Lou on you. And Lou going to have to tell me if you can ball or not. Because Lou still think he's young out there balling. You know what I mean? When he twists the ankle me, I would ask for 5 years. Then, you know, he going to say he ain't that young no more. Know what I mean, Mo? That nigga out there playing basketball. But them young men, they killing them, Mo.
My feet, my ankles hurt too bad. I can't do nothing.
Hey, look, I'm hard-headed, man. I always have been. Maybe I'll have to learn when they're going to have to drag me off the court. That's it.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, he just talking.
But Whitney, I'm trying to get see what your basketball skills is like. You know what I'm saying? See what you got.
A reform scrub. So let me tell you something. I haven't played basketball since
What you whispering for? Oh God.
But listen, there's a basketball coach at my school, and I was like, "Can you train with me? Because I'm trying to get my skills back up because I miss it so much. I'm a great shooter, but as far as like fundamental stuff, like layups, whatever, it's a rough
You
one."
brick. You shooting bricks. All right, we know. We shooting bricks.
Are
Hey,
you a
Lewis,
teacher,
tell her how you
Whitney?
feel, Lewis.
Whitney, are you
She shooting
a
bricks.
teacher?
I ain't want to hear all that shit with
I
so
am.
she shooting bricks.
Where
Right,
do you teach at?
Walker Grant Middle School in Fredericksburg, Virginia.
I know. Oh, you live in Fredericksburg. Okay. I'll be going through there in the morning. I know
Oh,
where Walker Grant is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's I used to play basketball at that gym. They
Really?
used to have the gym open at Walker Grant.
Greg, Mr. Man said she probably can bog in the low in her time.
Listen, I was a power forward. I was like 5'2" in 5th grade. So I was like pretty tall for my age, I guess, sort of, kind of. And I used to kill those little white girls. They'd be.
Let me find out you was no.
No, seriously. Like my brother would keep my scores, like my points or whatever. He was like, "This game you scored 12 points this game." Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Man. Thank you. Vouch for me, please.
Well, since he on, I'm sorry, Brittany. Since he on, I'm sorry, Brittany. Since he on, we gonna have to skip the whole subject. We about to talk boxing, so.
Oh Lord, let me get off of here. Bye, y'all.
All
Hey,
right.
Whitney, good seeing you, though, boo boo. Good seeing you.
See you guys too. Keep
Look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye.
Appreciate it.
So, Mr. Man, I'm gonna make you turn on the camera. So, Mr. Man, I'm glad you're here. Turns Bud Coffee. Bob Arm said today that he cannot sell no pay-per-views. That's why I'm not putting them on. He don't do nothing. That's why I did not pay to get the Manny Pacquiao. I'm not wasting my money on Terrence Crawford. I'm already in the red with him. He's not a pay-per-view fighter because he don't promote himself. So Bob Arum killed Little Bud Crawford, Mr. Man. Are you gonna put your face on here and defend your boy? He said, "Let's talk about it."
Let's talk about it. That's right. And keep spinning
Mo, how
back.
you feel about Bud Crawford, Mo?
I told you
I know.
2 weeks ago he was a fraud. What I tell you, he don't fight nobody. He don't sell no pay-per-views, and he's a B-side fighter.
Exactly.
And he didn't want no part of Manny Pacquiao. He used to spar with Manny Pacquiao, and Pacquiao would bust his shit in sparring. I've seen it.
So who is gonna fight? Is he gonna fight anybody? Because I'm not even mentioning the Josh Taylor stuff. They just wanted to talk about that shit. I'm not gonna mention that shit. Don't nobody want to see that. I ain't even gonna mention it.
No. Who is he? John Taylor. He got some belts. So everybody got belts.
Man. Hey.
Oh God.
At the end of the day, Lewis, look at it like this, Lewis. We've been talking, and we just think about it. We're starting to talk this into tuition, man. Everything that we've been talking about, we've been like you wishing your boy Keith one-time Thurman, he gonna about to get a shot with Uga. You know what I'm saying? Spence about to fight Pacquiao. I get my dream wish, Mo, of the trilogy of Fury.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Anthony Joshua's another fraud. I think he's a fraud. I think his chin is suspect, and I would rather see Wilder Fury versus Fury Joshua.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I can't even get his name out. I'm so excited, Mo. Hey, Mo, I've been praying about this for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Lewis, I tell you.
Hey, Mo. Mr. Man, I said B-side, and I meant B-side. Don't get offended.
Read this bullshit.
B-side, and I meant B-side.
Look, read that bullshit right there.
Why he don't fight Keith Thurman? Why he can fight Adrian Broner. He might lose to Adrian Broner.
Bud's gonna make all y'all regret. We just talking what Bob Arum said today. It ain't got nothing to do with us. Bob Arum said he's not a pay-per-view fighter.
He's not
pay-per-views.
He's not. Right. He's a B-side fighter. If he can't sell pay-per-views, he's a B-side fighter. If you can't sell pay-per-views, you're on the B-side. Earl Spence told him, you're a B fighter. You're not on the A side. He told him. Manny Pacquiao didn't even want to fight him. He's a B-side fighter. You know it. I know it.
So why they think this man is pound to pound the best?
Because they got to do something to hype him up because he can't hype himself up.
Hey, man, at the end of the day, hey, Mr. Man, you need to be in here, man. It's hard to debate when you putting words. I want to see your face and make sure you saying what you're saying if you saying it behind it. You know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate you, Mr. Man, but you wrong.
Man, Greg full of shit. Fuck that, man. I'm telling you right now, Bud is done, man. If he go fight the 140-pound dude, cause Taylor gonna move up to 147. Oh, big deal. You fought sorry ass Taylor that can't beat nobody in the top 5 at 47. Nobody.
Preach.
Nobody. And little Bud gonna fight him. Whoopie fucking do. Who wanna see that shit?
That's right. Preach. Hey, boy, you must have been a preacher, boy. Preach.
Man,
I love it. I love it, Lou. Look, he quit. You made him quit. Keep going.
Come on back, Mr. Man. Defend your man, Joe. We got all night.
He can't defend that bum ass dude, man. That shit, Mo. That shit fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
It is, man.
Hey, look, Mo. I wanted to. Hey, look, because you know, haven't been on a couple of days, man. I just wanted to get your take on this YouTube stuff. You know, I was telling Lewis the other day that these YouTube fighters, man, this baloney shit that's going on, it's allowed to be up there big fights. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get your take on that. Why are we having these type of fights, man, where it's taking the game, Joe? How you feel about that?
Okay. I got two things. Lou about to get mad at me. Okay, he know what I'm gonna say. I can see in his face. He know what I'm gonna say.
What?
Mayweather's money is short, so he'll fight anybody for a check. Secondly, I ain't with nowhere. Oh, he back, man. He said he back. Secondly, boxing made it too difficult to put good fighters versus good fighters, so they'll take anything. UFC kind of moved boxing in the second place, right? If boxing would do what UFC do, boxing would be. You would still have fights up in Atlantic City. You would have fights over Uncasville, Connecticut, and you have fights in Vegas. You can have fights in Texas. They don't do that like they used to. You used to go to Atlantic City and see big time fights.
Yeah.
They don't do that no more. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Because fighters don't fight each other. Good fighters don't fight each other. The last good fight I went to was Atlantic City, Bernard Hopkins versus Tarver. All right? It's the last good fight I went to. That was 15 years ago. All right? And that was up in Atlantic City. You don't see no fights in Atlantic City. You don't see no fights in Uncasville. You used to go to Connecticut and see the good fights. They don't have it out there no more.
Yeah, Cashville, yeah.
Yep, you only go to Vegas to see fights. You might get lucky enough having a Texas Stadium. But back in the day, you could have a good fight at the Armory, a big fight.
The Army. That's why I seen De La Hoya and Chavez. That's why I seen De La Hoya and Chavez at the Armory.
Yeah. That was one of my first fights I ever been to, man.
But man,
that was a minute ago.
Come on, man, them YouTubers, man. But they just showed you how it is. That's why Bob is mad at Lil Bud Crawford. You know what I mean? Jake Paul go sell him. He sell himself, man. Entertainment. Showtime signed this sorry motherfucker to 2 fights. Come on, man.
That tell you how sorry boxing is right now.
Exactly.
Man, you signing YouTube stuff. That means if I go out and get 500,000 YouTube hits on this show, on this Rebuttal podcast, I can go in and ask for $1 million a fight. All you sell is the commercials. That's all you sell is the commercials.
Yeah. Exactly, man. It's just terrible, man. So they just, I don't know what to say, but you know it's a gimmick. They signed him for a 2-fight deal. He might fight that UFC dude, but after Floyd beat the shit out of Logan, both of them on Showtime now, he's going to fight Jake Paul. Floyd going to make about $200 million. Bet.
It's sad.
Bet.
Floyd ain't got no Floyd going broke, man. He does it every time he needs some money. He go, you know he do this. Lou, come on, man. That man's supposed to have $1 billion in the bank.
Bro. I mean, hey, he is what he might be because he do it when he like
loses money. Hey, Mo, at the end of the day, man, I put it like this. I put it in perspective. You can never knock a man for making honest money. He ain't out here busting nobody off the head. He ain't robbing nobody.
But what he did, Floyd made the boxing a joke, man. Boxing is a joke.
It is. I've been saying, hey, Lewis, how long I've been saying it, man? I've been saying it for a minute. It
and for real, I'd rather see Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis come in and box these heavyweights, to see these heavyweights not fight each other. I would rather see them come over here and box. Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis, they drop bombs. So at least we gonna get some action. Yeah. We used to have heavyweights, we used to get action. Even Chris Bird and Layman Brewster, dudes like that. At least they will fight.
Mr. Man said, he always said it's about money.
Yeah, but that makes the sport watered down. You water down the sport.
You do. I agree. You Mo, it ain't nobody on this cast that agree with you more as me. I've been spitting it, man. I've been spitting it for the last month and a half, man. It makes me sick because I know what the game was like at its height. You know what I'm saying? When Lewis fought Holyfield, both fought Holyfield.
When Bo bitch ass chicken out was scared to fight my man Leonard Lewis and dropped the belt in the trash can because Leonard Lewis was gonna put his big fat ass to sleep. That's
how you really feel, Lewis.
Hey, Riddick Bowe. Hey, look, you can say what you want. Riddick Bowe fought everybody though.
Not Leonard Lewis.
That's the only one though, Lewis. That's the only one.
His number one, who he should have fought. So I'm gonna put him in Crawford's spot. He ducked. He ducked like Crawford. He ducked.
Nah, not like that. Nah.
Now all of a sudden he go behind Leonard Lewis when Leonard Lewis broadcast and say, "I should punch you in your face." Well, you had a long time ago punch him in the face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that fight should have happened. I agree. That fight should have happened. That's one fight that I look back. Each one of y'all on this panel right now, you can name me one fight that you wish should have happened. It never happened. And that, for me, that's one right there. That's number one. Yep. Exactly. Just think about it, Mo. Who you got, Mo?
Man. Let me think about it for a minute.
Sugar Ray Leonard and Earn Pride.
Yeah.
Or you can say the rematch with Hagler and Sugar Ray. Just because they fought once, I mean you don't want to see it again. I want to see the rematch. That's one. That could be one of them.
I agree. I love Riddick Bowe.
But look, you can't listen to him because he's a Crawford fan. That's how I'm carrying him today.
Oh wow.
That's how you going up.
Hey, but look, Mo, what was the phrase? Don't nobody want to face the likes of Leonard Lewis.
Hey,
Riddick Bowe ain't want that drama, son.
Hey, Riddick Bowe will fight.
Huh?
I wouldn't have mind seeing Riddick Bowe fight Hakeem Rockman. Rockman put Leonard Lewis to sleep.
Oh, that.
Yeah, but Leonard wasn't training though, man.
He didn't train. He got sleep. Oliver Cole put him to sleep. He came back and beat the shit out of both of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But man, get it, whatever, man. You know what I mean? So this gonna be the last time we talk about Terrence Crawford today, man. What's your last opinion on Terrence Crawford, Mo? Lou, Mo froze. What's your opinion on Terrence Crawford right now, Mo?
Fight somebody big, man. Fight somebody big.
Not fight nobody. Earn Parker fight, bro.
That's what I said.
What was the Spanish dude? Was it Arguello? Was it Arguello?
Arguello Pride, yeah.
Hey, the Spanish dude is Arguello, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have loved to see that fight.
Man. So do y'all know? Well, since we on this, won't get off bum ass Crawford because I ain't even doing but give me a motherfucking headache talking about this sorry ass. The WBO told Eddie Hearn wanted an extension because he really still think he can get Tyson Fury to fight Joshua. WBO said nope. You got 10 days to make that Usyk fight or we stripping him.
I like that.
That's how you supposed to do it. That's how you supposed to do it. Ain't no extension.
Bro, that would change a lot of game. That would change a lot because what it do is it'll change the revenue. You can't make no money if you don't do what you're supposed to do and honor the code, man. Honor the code. Exactly. Fight somebody. Exactly. Honor the code, Mo.
Now you and Mo ain't gonna like this, Lou, because if they don't make a get everything together in 10 days, they gotta go to a purse bid. Can somebody say Triller? You can't make this.
Wilder.
They gonna fight. Triller gonna outbeat everybody. You know that.
You talking about the Fury fight?
No, I'm talking about Joshua Usyk.
Oh, yeah, man. it's gonna be a bidding war. I don't care who gets it. Just put it on. I don't care if Disney get it.
I just look, man, Anthony Johnson he could box, but he's suspect to me. He seemed like he a little strong, and he seemed like that chin is suspect, man. Yeah. Andy Ruiz knocked him out. And Andy Ruiz is not a big puncher.
Nope. That's what I tell people all the time. Nope.
Andy Ruiz is not a big puncher.
He hit him with a
Andy Ruiz had a hard time with Chris Arreola. He had a hard time with him a couple weeks ago.
And Joseph Parker box rings around him. That's how he lost to Joseph Parker. He not look at his fights. He ain't been knocking people out.
No, he been knocking nobody out.
Joshua just ain't got no chin.
Yeah, and I think that's what he avoided Wilder as much as he could. He didn't want to fight Wilder.
Yeah.
Why he ain't fight Louis Ortiz? He didn't want to fight Louis Ortiz.
That's what they trying. Remember, Lou, we just had that discussion. Mm-hmm. That's who they trying to get him to fight now.
No, he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it because he knows what's going to happen.
Ortiz going to knock him out.
It will knock him out. Knock him slam out.
Yeah,
you know, Tyson Fury didn't fight Ortiz either.
Mm-mm.
Why you think?
They scared of that old man. That old man.
Louis Ortiz can box too. He probably 50 because he's from Cuba. He's about 50 probably.
He 50?
Yeah, he's 50. He every bit of 50 and can box, and he hit hard.
And just think about this, Lou. They ducking him, Lou. And who fought him twice?
Wilder. Hey, he's rock Wilder. That one fight, he's rock Wilder.
Mm-hmm.
Rock. Matter of fact, if you look into my Ortiz, right?
Yeah.
Hey Mo, when you get a chance, Google the scorecards. He was winning both fights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was winning both fights.
Yeah.
But guess what? Bomb squad.
Yeah, that nigga hit so hard. That nigga hit so hard, bro. And you know who he remind me of my cousin. That's how my cousin do. My cousin hit niggas and just get him out of here, man. I be like, bro, and he was been like that since a kid. Grown men, get him out of here. I'm like, bro, what you got going on?
Mr. Man don't like Wilder.
Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, no, we know he can't box, but it's a reason why he 26-1. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason.
Something like that.
Yeah. It's a reason why. I mean, we know he can't box. I respect him for acknowledging what needs to be done, accepting the loss for what it is. He didn't make no excuses, even though I am a first-hand battle to understand and know that he lost that fight because of that silly-ass costume he had on. I think when he got to the ring, his legs was gone. On top of him dealing with a fighter who allegedly gloves was loaded. I think I'm just going to say that. I can't say that he did it for sure, but the evidence speaks to him having something in that glove.
I just never seen gloves big back like that.
His
gloves, hey, and whoever, if you looked at Fury was just tapping him. He was tapping him. He was slapping him. So if you look at his face, look at who the lump. His chin had a lump on it. How you get a lump on your chin, man?
Yeah, that's what Lewis said, man. That's what we first talked about. Lewis was like, man, how you just go from, you coming out the first fight and there's no damage on you. Then the second fight, you look like you've been in the fight with King Kong.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen nobody have a knot on their chin, bro. That's bone. He put a knot on his chin.
I guarantee you this fight, they going to check gloves every fucking round. I bet that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because whenever it's alleged and they gotta be seen going all the way because they feel like they missed something the first time. But understand, Lewis, that's your handlers. Like, I've been backstage in fights where your handler has got to tell the other corner, don't do nothing until I get there. You know what I'm saying?
They trying to say Jay Diaz was back there, though. They trying to say he was back there.
Well, then guess what? That's on your folks.
Exactly. Mr. Man said he still couldn't move, so what's the excuse?
Well, you know what?
He lost. We'll see the third one.
Exactly.
Hey Mo, I tell you, man, I can't wait to see this fight, Mo. I'm so amped up and geeked up about this.
I gotta figure out where I'm going. I'm going to one of these fights.
Well,
I'm going to Mexico in July.
I already
Louis said if he got a drag.
I already got my room.
Man, shit.
The heat is on. It's on the street.
Mo, Irvin said he going to the Pacquiao Spence fight.
Yeah, I think that's what he said last night.
I might.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Man,
But you know what? You know, with all the sports that's going on, man, I know we probably could have talked about basketball, but I want to talk boxing, man. I really do.
Oh,
you know,
I know you do, but we're going to talk basketball because that's on here. The Lakers, Law 90, the Suns 99. We're going to talk that shit.
Hey, you know what?
Told you, man. Your boy is old. He old, and AD is not that good.
All right, look. This is what I'm gonna do. Let me go past the scores and tell me what y'all think. The Heat 107, the Bucks 109. What happened?
Go ahead, Mo.
Well, Miami is a good matchup for Milwaukee. Milwaukee better watch out because they can bounce their ass the first round. Next question.
Middleton gonna be the key to that.
Yeah.
For Milwaukee.
Okay. Okay. So my take on that is this. Is my take on it. It's a great matchup. It's going 7 because they know each other so well, man, and both teams are well coached. Mm-hmm. Just think about it. You know, they know each other well. So I got this. You can mark me in the book. I think this game is going 7. I think it's going 7.
All right. All right. Going 7. The Clippers 103. The Mavericks 113.
There you go.
Hey Mo, I gotta go with this one, Mo. Let me go first on this one. Hey, look, they're chokers. You blame Doc Rivers for so long about exactly. You cannot blame choking on a coach. Down the stretch, 6 minutes left. Look at it. I don't have to preach it. You can go to the tapes. They fell apart, Mo, and they didn't look like they wanted it. You can give Rondo, you can give it to Doc Rivers, you can do whatever. At the end of the day, it's about matching up and playing with heart down the stretch. And they did not do that, Mo. They fell apart.
You know who?
You got the floor, Mo.
Playoff P. He's suspect. And niggas call anytime you go to court, niggas call you a bitch to your face and call you hoes and all that and take you out your game. You can't win with a dude like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't win with, and I love PG-13, but now he's been exposed. Mm-hmm. He a marshmallow, bro, and niggas treat him like that.
Well, let me tell you this. What I guarantee you, they're gonna be split. That's why they ain't gonna win nothing. I don't think Paul Pierce and Butchcomb can play together.
They can't.
They can't play together.
It don't work.
They can't. I told everybody, Lewis, when we first discussed it, you know, we talked about the Clippers. I said they're a good team, but they don't. First of all, they don't have a leader. Okay, Rondo's a good leader, but he's not enough to get them by. Mm-hmm. They just and then you got 2 guards that do the same thing. They do the same thing. They get in each other's way, and they don't have a low post presence. Mm-hmm. Denver exposed them last year. You can go and get whoever you want as a coach. At the end of the day, the coaches give you and tell you what to do, but you got to go out and execute it.
Paul Pierce's not going to be there. Paul Leonard going to be there.
Right. He's going to be there. Man, they're going to get rid of playoff Pete.
Yeah.
Mo, they looked at soft, Mo.
When
it came down 5 minutes, that boy Doncic just went for like 10 straight in a row, and they couldn't respond. Kawhi let him miss free throws. Paul George, he just disappeared. He disappeared.
Well, look who joined us, Lou, and they said Washington sucks. Hi, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
Forget Tony. Tell them damn Pittsburgh Penguins suck. So next, Boston 93, the Nets 104. I told you, Lou.
Go ahead, Mo.
Boston is classic underachievers. They always have been for the last. They got all these good talented players, and they can't win shit. They had Gordon Hayward, couldn't win with him. They had the boy they got from Charlotte. They can't win with him. They never going to win nothing. They don't have no leader. They don't have that dog. They don't have. Same thing with the Clippers. They don't have that dog. You got one player that's a dog on the Clippers is Kawhi. You got 0 on the Boston Celtics. No dog.
You don't fuck with Tatum?
I like him, but he ain't got that dog in him.
Okay.
Oh no, Mo. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I would agree.
You like Tatum because he light skinned.
Hey, you know the light skinned niggas stick together.
Y'all stick together.
Hey, look, I gotta turn the light on a little more so you can see more of my light skin. Look, hey, look, no, nah, Mo, for real. You know, he went at KD, man. Him and KD, he gained a lot of my respect. Now, I'm not gonna give him the whole 9 yards, but I am gonna give him a little credit because he went at KD. They were battling, and he hit a couple shots. He blocked KD's shot. He didn't give no ground. He didn't show anything that he was scared.
Did they get blown out?
They got blown out.
Oh,
But he went out.
that's all about.
He went out on the shield. I'll give him credit for that.
And what about Jaylen Brown?
Oh, he's done. He's done for the season. Hurt.
Okay, right. So can they win the series?
No.
Okay.
No.
And that's the that one. See
Right,
next
well,
year. And then they got the boy.
The next game is what I told somebody last week. I picked the Suns. So the Lakers 90 and the Suns 99. CP3 and Booker killed them. Booker was like the best player on the basketball court today. You know how many more Booker was killing them? And I'm gonna let light-skinned Lou take over.
You know what? Because you put me on the spot, I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Look, it's like this, man. Last year, if you look at our playoff championship run, we lost like out of the 4 series, 3 of them we lost the first game. So we're gonna lose the first game like we did today. We lost the first game, and we're gonna bounce back. So I mean, what else you want me to say? AD played. I don't know if it was because they were double teaming. That other guys didn't step up and make shots. Because if you look at it, this one thing I learned to take from it. We had open shots. We just didn't hit them. AD cannot do but so much. When you're being double teamed, you pass the ball out. You make the right play. And that's what he did, and we didn't hit shots. That's it. We didn't hit shots.
So what was wrong with the best player in the league?
LeBron is still hurt. He's still hurt. He's not 100%. He's not 100%. And I'm not making no excuses, but facts are facts. He's not 100%.
All right, Mo, Mo walked away for a minute.
No, I didn't. I'm back. I had to go plug my phone back up and King Louis.
Lakers and Suns, what you think, Mo? What happened?
Son, 7.
Same thing I said. Same thing. Look at Lou's face.
What did he say? Hold on. What you say, Mo?
Suns and 7.
Okay, I can roll with that.
All right, well, let's move on since you already know. The Wizards 118, the Sixers 125. They let Witchcom go for 40?
Who, Embiid?
No, that was the dude name. Travis, wasn't that
Tobias Harris.
See, we got to get some defensive players, man. I mean, they got to play a little bit.
Honestly, man, I'm going to go first on this one because it's fresh on my heart. I watched that game 2 times. The Wizards did good. They had no answer for Embiid, man. Mm-hmm. No answer. Tobias Harris was getting single coverage, and he was getting wide open looks. You know why? Because they were doubling Embiid. When the person you double scores 30, and then the role player, I should say, scores 40, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. And I don't make no mistake about it. The Wizards play hard. I give a lot of credit to Bradley Beal. He came to play. They came to play, man. They just think about it. It's an 8-point victory, but the game was on the line. It was 4 or 5 points down. What's up, little man? What's up? But like I said, man, I was proud of the Wizards, man. And you hearing this from me, Lewis, so you got to know that the Wizards play hard. I was proud. They were up against more than they can handle, man.
What you think, Mo?
I love my Wizards.
Me too.
I think they'll play away. I think the bench is good. I think they'll play away. If Rory get a little bit better over the summer, and they get one more player.
They need a small forward, man.
Yeah, a shooter. They need a shooter.
Exactly.
They need somebody like Jaylen Brown or Tatum. I take either one of them. And if they had either one of them, they win the championship.
Yeah.
Even with Westbrook playing the way he played, you can win. You can win besides him. You know, despite him, because he's good enough. You can win with him. I wouldn't want to play with him, but you can win with him.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch it, but I knew Nuggets was gonna lose, so most of their players are hurt. Nuggets 109, the Blazers 123. Anybody watch it? I didn't.
I didn't.
I watched the game. I got your back. That's why I like Skin Lewis here, baby. I was up all last night watching the game because I knew, guess what? I was coming on the rebuttal, baby. I got to watch my game. The game was back and forth for a while, but they didn't calculate Carmelo Anthony. He had a spurt where he was getting buckets, man. And Denver is missing Murray. They're missing that duo. Don't get me wrong. Williams and Gordon play good, but they needed that extra person, man. Because Portland, they coming at C.J. Cullum, Dane, and then Melo stepped up and scored. Melo, he didn't get a lot of points, but he was a threat.
Let me tell you, you got to remember, Carmelo Anthony is one of the top 50 scorers ever.
Well, I remember. I'm a Syracuse fan. That's my boy.
Yeah. So. He can shoot. He can score. And he always has. He just.
Yeah, that's right, little man. Say Lakers in 6. He's saying Lakers in 6, Mo. That's what he's telling me. He's saying Lakers in 6.
Hey, Lou. Should I bring up Jason Whitlock so Mo can tell him the same thing he told his son?
What did Jason Whitlock do now?
Nah, I said, should I bring him up so you can tell him the same thing?
I hate his fat ass. He's a
Hey, man, Mo, I can't tell you how many times I go back and look at that video, man, when you said that, man. I got it. That's in my top 10, man. That's in my top 10 right there, man. For real.
All right, so we almost done. So last but not least, let's go back on. What y'all think Nets Patella, who beat Ramirez last night? What's next?
I think, that's a good question. Louis, I haven't had time to look at the the rundown. But I want to say I told you, man. Dude, I watched it. Hey, dude, I thought Josh. Yeah, I'm talking about Josh. Man.
I pick Ramirez just to pick him, They're going to get the game.
That's cool. But I want you to know, light-skinned Lou, I'm out here doing his research, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here looking at these fights and styles and everything. You know what I'm saying? So when I say I told you so, I told you
please, so. Get out of here. That bullshit. You know what? They ain't started talking about the fight to the last 2 damn days, and that's supposed to be a unification. So that just shows what people cared about that fight.
Nah, you're right. But nah, when you brought the fight up, I do immediately go and do my research, man. It don't take me long to give him the eye test. What you call, Louis, the eye test? I
don't give nobody the eye test. You know that.
That's right. Hey, Mo, I can look at a fighter for 3 minutes and tell them if they got the goods, baby. Yeah. It don't take long.
I can't comment on it because I did not see the fight. I didn't know nothing about it until Saturday morning, so I can't comment at all.
Right, like I had my son the weekend, man, so I had to watch cartoons for a while, but as soon as he went down, I started watching the recordings, and it went.
Guess calling them out, though? Mikey Garcia.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Like, look, whatever it takes to get a good fight, I'm all for it. That's how I'm going. Even if I got to show up at your press conference and talk about your dog, your cat, your grandma, whatever, I'm all for.
See that car on paying off, man. You're breaking up.
Yeah, you broke.
Mikey Garcia calling them out, and Rita Prograis won a rematch.
So I know. What
Lou, your phone breaking up.
Hey, man.
It ain't no good, man. Yeah, Mo, but Regis Prograis is calling them out. You want that rematch? Mo.
Yeah, I'm here.
You want that rematch?
Yeah, I take it.
Yeah, that was a good fight. Regis want that rematch. So, look, I wouldn't mind saying, even though I know he'll beat her, I want to see Adrian Broner.
Hey, but at least Adrian Broner game. At least he game. Just like Sean Porter, they game. At least they'll fight anybody.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Adrian Broner may lose, but he'll fight anybody.
You know it. That's my man. That's why I always
anybody can say what they want about Adrian Broner. He will fight anybody, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
He will. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But,
I appreciate you coming
anything else
through,
I want to talk about before we get up out of here?
Nah, man, I'm gonna save it for tomorrow, man. We saving my bullets for tomorrow.
You good, Mo?
I'm gonna make a plug. I'm gonna drop a plug real quick.
Go ahead.
I have a dispatch company my wife owns, Genesis Freight Service and Dispatch.
On here.
As well as my trucking company, Genesis Freight. Always looking for new, fresh drivers, as well as trucks to lease on under us. You got some loads that need to be moved, we're moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so big shout out to my wife and Genesis Freight Dispatching Services. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I want to let everybody know, the Rebuttal Entertainment, we got the hit show on Tuesday now. I got all kinds of hate mail mode. You got to come in and, check us out, man, on Tuesday.
Yes,
how men think, Jamal, he ain't here, the wheels of steel. Oh, they gunning for him, man. So
I can only imagine.
And I
can't wait. This Tuesday, I'm gonna try to check in. I'm gonna try my best to call.
Yeah, So everybody who on here who not subscribed, hit the like button, man.
Absolutely.
And Tuesday we got that. Wednesday we got what's going on in America. In the United States. And Friday is like one of the best shows. Freestyle Friday, baby. When you can talk about anything you want. Like we were talking about. Jamal say he don't like fat girls because their pussy ain't that wet and shit like that. So he like skinny girls and stuff like that. So
my God.
That what goes on Fridays, Mo. You know how it is.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
Oh, wait a minute. Somebody made a comment. Who is this? Oh, Tony said good night, y'all.
Good night,
Good night, Tony. Yeah, I'm about to hit this highway, man. I'm sitting here.
Thanks, y'all, for coming on, man. And I'll see you tomorrow.
See you next week.
All right, boy. All right, one love, Mo.